Hello, guys. This is Elaine, and welcome to the first episode of my podcast. Um, so this would be my very first episode. I am master of starting a thing which I do not finish, but this is also a thing that I wanna start, and maybe hopefully a thing that I could do regularly because I want to help other people. So, yes, hello again, friends. And this is Elaine, and welcome to my first podcast. So, in this podcast, I'm not really sure how to pronounce the word. It's just podcast. Yeah, podcast. Welcome to my first podcast. I don't even know how to pronounce it like clear really because I'm not I'm not really hindi ko pa masyado tong kabisado. So in this podcast it's not scripted. I haven't prepared for this. Well, I mentally prepared for this, but I do not have a script, so I'm so sorry. I'm going to try my best to speak English. However, if I cannot really express my if I cannot really express my message, then I would have to do it in Bisaya or Tagalog. Well, actually, I was planning to do it like Bisaya because I wanted to help the people in Visayas and Mindanao because in Luzon there are a lot of people who are doing podcast na, diba? By the way, this podcast I am going to be talking about relationship because I am a relationship enthusiast. I see how people struggle from their day to day because of, miscommunication and challenges in their relationships. And yeah, by the way, my first mentor, and he will always be my mentor. I'm still listening to his podcast on Spotify and his YouTube videos is Mr. Bo Sanchez. He's based in Manila with, the feast. And that's our weekly gathering. So the feast, Brother Bo talks about God, money, health, anything and everything under the sun. And also there's also Rika Perelejo, which I was very inspired on their podcast and her YouTube channel, The Bonnies. That's the reason why I've started my own podcast as well because I wanted to help people. So, hi Erika, I'm such a huge fan, and I found someone to listen to that. I could relate well because the communication for me is very real, and I love that she also expresses her own experiences in life. And Rika and her husband are both in church, and yeah, I love church. I love reading the scripture. Do the I read the scripture every day. And yeah, so in today's podcast, guys, I will be talking about relationship and how to find your one true love. And this talk is especially made for singles. So for singles and yeah, for teenagers, for unmarried people, for people who are looking for their soulmate, their one true love, their partner in life. So yes, because I've been dying to do this, and um, I'm going to relate the topic of astrology because I have been studying for it for 7 years now, and I've I've experienced it myself, and I observe a lot of people. I interviewed a lot of people as well, and hopefully, it could help the singles out there to find their potential partner, to find their potential soulmate. Because yes, By the way, my name is Elaine again, and I'm happily married for 2018. I was married in 2018, so that's 19, 20, 22, 23. So I'm married for 5 years now. 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. Yes, so I'm married for 5 years now, and I have one daughter. Her name is Hannah, and I would say that my married life is happy, although it's not perfect, but I'm happy. And yes, so I just want to radiate and share my happiness to the world. So that's the reason why I created a podcast, and hopefully it will, it will help many people. So yeah. So my background, guys, is that I serve the Lord even when I started serving the Lord at a very, very early age. I remember my elementary years when I would like present myself to read the scriptures in mass, and it's really voluntary. And then after college, I started serving at the feast for about 2 years. And yeah, we were taught at the feast to, find our one true love. And before I start this topic, I want you to check out the videos, because this strategy that I'm going to teach you will not be effective if you don't have the right foundation. So I will be linking some videos on topics on how to find your one true love. I also have some relationship mentors that I look up to. There are four of them. So yes, I will link all of the links below. And then yeah, before I go ahead and start with this, so yeah, I was talking about earlier, my background is I am a registered nurse in the Philippines. So I graduated in 2008 with a bachelor's degree in nursing, and then I did my hospital experience for about 2 years in the Philippines. And then I moved to Canada. So I'm physically here in Canada right now. I moved to Canada in 2018 to study nursing. Oh, sorry. I moved to Canada in 2016. So it was my entry here in Canada, and I studied practical nursing for 2 years. Well, actually, instead of finishing it for 2 years, I finished it 3 years because I was also struggling uh, in my life here in Canada, because my family is in the Philippines, although I had a sister, but it's so different with, but my life is so different with my parents present on my day-to-day life, and my husband, which was my boyfriend during that time, is in the Philippines as well. So we were in a long distance relationship, which I do not advise, because you need to be together in a boyfriend relationship, so that you need to be together for 2 years so that you will be able to observe each other. So yes. So murag nahutan ako og English, guys, no. So mobalik jud ko sa ako ang primary language, kay oh my goodness. It's just so natural, and don't worry. I do not have a script, Manggod. I'm not following a script or anything. I just have my phone to research on anything that is missing. So that's a very, very long intro na, no. So and so mo to dito atong tiwason. So I'm also a practical nurse, a licensed practical nurse here in Canada. I've been working for 2 years as well in a facility, in a long-term care facility. I was able to experience, the residents, because in long-term we have the residents. I'm not working in the hospital, but this is just my background. But I nag-decide ko nga muundang sa temporarily, and kay my priority right now is my family, and I have a 3-year-old, so my 3-year-old needs love and care. That's why siya gud akong giuna, kay it's really really important nga na-nourish atong mga anak. Well, if you're not yet, if you don't have kids yet, it's super important nga magabayan yun sila, magaidan sila in life. So that's my intro, and now I am a vlogger. I have my YouTube channel. It's called Elaine's World at YouTube, and today I'm also starting my own podcast to serve people and to be able to help people. Without further ado, let's start with our main agenda for today, which is entitled How to Find Your One True Love. So there is a book for that with my favorite author and mentor, Brother Bo Sanchez. He is also a Filipino and he resides in Luzon in the Philippines. So the first thing that you need to bear in mind when you're looking for your potential mate is that you have to be the person you're looking to. Dapat ikaw ang imong gipangita nga potential mate. If you want someone who is responsible, who is honest, who is hardworking, who is maybe pretty or handsome, biblical, or who fears the Lord, you have to create criterias or qualities. Na siya sa book ni Brother Bo, wherein niya gi-outline niya dito, mag-fill up na lang ka. You have to set qualities. So in the left column, you have to set ka ng mga negotiable. So sa right side is the non-negotiable. So for example, for me, so akong negotiable is he has to be hardworking. He needs to have a job. I want a nurse. Pero these are the items nga negotiable. Sa akong non-negotiable, number 1 is he loves the Lord more than me. So mo gyud ako number 1, because if God is the center of the relationship, then lahi ra gyud og si God ang center sa relationship, kay there is harmony. And it's just different if God is in the center of the relationship, diba? My non-negotiable is that he must be responsible, he must be honest. Number 1 was he must love the Lord more than me. So those are my non-negotiable. And also, I want a guy who doesn't smoke. Okay, I do not like the smell of cigarette. And also, kuan ka nang murag, I do not want to smell cigarette manggod, guys. It's a third hand smoking, so it's not good to the health. So mo to siya akong non-negotiable. I forgot the other items, but I will be mentioning it once we go along with this. Makainomdom ko akong i-add. And then, I really set my standards, and mo to siya. But number 1, as I mentioned earlier, so you have to be the person that you're looking for. So if you want the non-negotiable items, you must be honest and responsible yourself. you cannot you cannot dream for a guy or a woman nga wala ka na mga qualities, because you're setting up yourself to fail. So you also need to have a goal for yourself, diba? So you have to be the person that you're looking for again. And the next is, kani ako mga gipang mention. I'm not gonna be very, very thorough about this. Kuan lang, kani lang siya sa akong ma-recall, sa akong mahinumduman. Because these kanang, you really need to learn the foundations. Because I started this way back in 2015 when I met my husband. So dito nagsugod. So you need to be able to have this foundation. So the links will be posted on my YouTube channel on the intro and on this episode of my podcast. So ibutang na ko dito ang mga links, and you really need to watch the links over and over again. I've been learning and watching the videos more than 10 times because I applied it on my single life, my married life, even up to now. Because sometimes we need guidance atong married life, and I always refer to those videos because those videos are my foundation. Kay ang gugma, kay ang relationship, ang married life is not that easy. So it needs to be planned it needs to be planned carefully. Nga makaingon ka nga mao na gyud na dili nga it's not just a sentimental gush nga uy gwapo siya so pwede na kanina. It's not like that. You have to set qualifications, and also naani siya sa mga talk ha, so you need to look at the talks and learn from it. Take down notes too. And then after Anna, you also have to value yourself as gold. So in my relationship, I always value myself as gold. And you also have to like yourself, because you cannot like and love other people if you don't like and love yourself. It starts within ourselves, diba? It starts within ourselves. So you need to start within yourself. So sa ako I really value myself as gold. So I keep on telling my husband nga karon, even if katong uyab pa mi, ako siya ingnan nga I value myself, I treasure myself as gold. So if dili ko nimo tarongon, ako ang gold sa relationship. I value myself. I have high standards. And, if you don't want me, if imo ra kong binuangan, then, I have to say goodbye. Even if magbulag ta, I will cry. I will cry for a week. I will cry for a month, maybe several months. And then I will also cry for maybe up to a year. But the grieving process also has an end, guys. So like grieving process is like kung naay mamatay. If I recall it right, but correct me ha, kay it has been last time ko ni-graduate og nursing was 2008. So if I recall it right, ang grieving process is only 6 months, guys. So sa grieving process na atay gitawag og dabda. Number 1, D is denial. So mag-deny ka, denial ka nga namatay. A is for anger. So normal nga masuko ta nga ingana masuko ta sa mga tao, masuko ta sa circumstances. Even we get angry with God kay nganong nahitabo na to nga mga trials. Next is B is bargaining, which is magbargain ka nga sana nabuhat na ko ni, or I should have talked to him about it. And D, so depression, ma-depress ka, diba? It's a normal process nga ma-depress ta, especially og nay mamatay naay mamatay or naay mubiya nato or magbulag, gibulagan sa uyab or something like that, di ba? Ma-depress man ta. And the last one is A, which is acceptance. Nga nadawat na nimo siya nga namatay man si kuan, kintay namatay man ang ako ang lolo, oy. Namatay man among dog. So that's the last step, which is acceptance. And yeah, we really need to accept it. Ay mo to giingnan ako siya nga I will be sad o magbulag ta, but I really value my relationship and muhilak ko but madawat na ko and mag-move forward ko kay I value myself as gold. So that's the secret, no? Number one is if you're looking for someone and you set your standards, you must be the one that you're looking for. Number two is that you have to value yourself as gold. Now, when you say you have to value yourself as gold, you need to like yourself. You need to love yourself. When you look at the mirror, you see an image of you and you loathe it. So that means that you don't like yourself. But if you look at the mirror and you embrace who's in there, you embrace your reflection, then yeah, it would be hard. It's hard to accept ourselves if we've gone through some challenges in life, especially if we didn't see God in our everyday lives. When we were growing up, it's so hard. It's so hard to get to know God if wala ka nakailan niya when we were growing up. But yes, yeah. If sa feast, there are a lot of experience that my mentors are sharing. So let me just take this opportunity na lang po to talk about my miscarriage. So I had a miscarriage last year in December. I was so depressed too. I was angry. The first one was I was in denial, but part of me was also excited. Yes, I was also very excited kay sa feast mo gud sa among mentor si Brother Bo Sanchez. He shared to us that him and his wife had 3 miscarriages. Can you imagine that? 3 miscarriages. There was also si Brother Alvin po, ni share po siya nga, I'm not quite sure na og unsa to. Basta it's either namatay yung twin nga anak or nagka-miscarriage ang asawa. We also have a preacher in Cebu nga si Brother Steven. Iyang asawa pod na nagka-miscarriage pod for their second baby. And a miscarriage DI is pretty common in 1 out of 4 pregnant women. So it's pretty common DI. So when I found out that I had a miscarriage, I was so excited because then I will have a story to share to the world nga was able to experience grief as well. I was able to experience pain because we've been looking forward to it. We planned for it. We planned for that pregnancy. And then nawala lag kalit, and then there was a gush of blood and tissue na atong embryo na naay murag sac, and I was bleeding for 1 week. But then I was sad, but then a part of me as well was excited because nakastart na ko og ako ang own podcast, diba? So that's the reason why I'm happy and excited. And I move forward na pod because I will talk about my miscarriage in a separate podcast na lang kay we're talking about relationship man here, diba? And then so mo na to siya after ana you value yourself as gold. Dito nang nagsugod, no? Okay. I came from a breakup man adto anya. I told my husband nga I'm not yet ready manguyab. I'm not yet ready into a relationship. And I was 28 years old during that time, and then I told my husband nga the next guy that I would be dating would be my potential husband na. If you're not into it, then ayaw na lang ipadayon. So ako siyang giingnan niya ko nga kanang we started dating na kay we are in a group man kay we serve in church. It's called the Feast and the Light of Jesus Family. Mo to lagi among founder is si Brother Bo Sanchez. And then I told him nga kanang I'm not yet ready. Could you wait? Mo to siya ako siyang ingin. Could you wait? Di pa, kay gikan mo ko nag break up sa akong 5-year relationship. Tawag ani dili pa ko ready manguyab. So can you wait for 6 months? Mo to siya ingana, and he was willing to wait. Sorry, so I think that was 3 months or 6 months. I'm not quite sure na 3 to 6 months naraan na. And then mo to siya niya. When I met my husband, I have some people lang pud adto. Then when I met him, I started to study about astrology, about the zodiacs, because me and my husband are both water signs. Yeah. So me, I am a crab, I'm Cancer. My husband is Pisces, he's a fish, and Scorpio, which is of course a scorpion. So we are water signs misa kong bana. Then there was another Pisces lady nga kauban na mo sa group, and there was one Scorpio niya na po another Cancer. And then this Pisces lady said nga usa di inyo hang kuan ng zodiac nga ako ay nga na Cancer niya, ako Pisces niya. Mo to dito na siya nagsugod niya. Maudi ay nga dali ra ta magkasinabot nga na to si ate nga kay mga water signs di ay ta niya. Mo to since then nainteresado na ko kay astrology is also kanang related sa atong faith, di ba, sa atong spirituality. Kay the three astrologers, the three kings nga ning give og light og asa si Jesus Christ were also astrologers. And also the church during homily is also talking about astrology, di ba? So it's very, very spiritual. The water signs are the most spiritual among the zodiac. So if you're a water sign, please, ang compatible nimo, and if you are single and if you're a water sign, so like me, kay it took me 28 years to be able to find my husband with the guidance of God. Kay gikan ko atog break up sa akong 5-year relationship, and I asked God to really help me because I'm so tired already. And gusto na ko nga the next nga mauyab na ko muna na ako mabana. So please help me because I am nagkatiguang na ko ba. I'm getting older. And wala pa gyapon ako siya na find out. Galibog ko. I'm so confused in life. So mo to siya, if you're a water sign, please tudluan mo nako. My God, guys. So nalobat na ako ang wala na memory card akong digital camera. So dili na nako i-record sa akong phone. So yeah. Yeah, because I need to capture this on video because I will be posting this on YouTube as well. I'm recording sa basement. That's why you're seeing that. Yeah, so the water signs water ang inyong compatible because when I was in high school and college, I would meet some water signs, but then dili mi magka-friends or dili mi magka-uyab or wala, there was a lack of communication. So karon when I met my husband, dito na nagka-connect ang mga dots. Mao di ay because for sa tanan ni siya actually nga element, be it fire sign, earth sign, or air sign, dugay gyud ta magka-connect because we know kuan kabalot ta kay pareha man tag anang, so for example, me and my husband kay water sign man mi nya ging kanang mo to giingnan ako siya nga dili ko nagbinuang, I want a serious relationship, and um nagka-loan akong tingog no kay kuan naman, it's almost 10 p.m. here guys in Canada, and I am filming. I think there is no other way nga maka-film karon na gyud. Now is the time. So mo to siya no nya palamot pa jud kayo, and I was kana upset gamay kay nga na siya nako nga sa kinaunhan gyud wala gyud kuno siya plano nga seryosoon ko. Ang iyaha jud ato wala jud kuno siya plano nga he doesn't have a plan of courting me. Iyara kuno kung binuangan or something like that. Not binuangan, but he had a different agenda di ay kuno. My gosh. Yeah, so he had a different agenda. Wala jud kuno siya plano nga uyabon ko. Mo to siya niya. Ako kanang ang so di ba pareha man mi same as if fire sign ka makabalo ka dugay mo magkauyab or dugay mo magkakilanlan ni fire sign kay kabalo ka ay piskot binuangan ra man ko ani kabalo ka kung binuangan ka or kabalo ka og seryoso ang tao. So kung so may excess sa akong mga ex-boyfriend. I had an earth sign nga boyfriend which is a Virgo. Naapo ko'y Pisces, but the relations didn't last. Daghan kay kog mga kuan potential unta to nako potential relationship, potential boyfriend nga puro Pisces, but wala mi nagkauyab kay nagpadadara mi sa mga tao. So you really need to be aware and to learn this. So bias na ta kay mga water sign no. So we will go to the fire signs. So sa fire signs pod, by the way, na-learn ako ni siya for the past 7 years. Ako gini siyang gi-observe sa akong workplace, sa mga residents. So unsaon day pagkabalo? Unsaon pagkabalo og unsay zodiac? So mangutana kag unsa day mo zodiac, or if you really want to kanang gusto gid ka manigurado, of course manigurado gid ka. Tawag ani mangutana kag birthday. So for example, unsa day mong birthday? So like akong birthday is July 21. So that's a Cancer. And makabalo po ka sa qualities if water na siya, fire, air, ug earth, because like the water signs, me, I like water. I like to drink the water. I like to wash my hands. I like to bathe in the beach. I like water. I like the ocean. It's very, very fluid. So, mo na siya. So, si fire sign is gipangunahan na siya ni gipangunahan na siya tumuoto ha mangutana mo birthday. So sa fire sign pod ang nag-una na si Aries, and then si Leo, and si Sagittarius. So mga fire po na sila. Kana si Richard Gomez. O kana mga ganahan magluto kaysa ang luto is naa na siya fire, di ba? Naa na siya kalayo. I hate cooking. I'm so sorry, but init ka ayong labi na diri mo sakit akong tiyan diri. Kanang di ko ganahan og init kaayo ka, pero kana sila ganahan na sila fireplace. Na ako yung mga patients sa una nga ganahan yun siya i-on ang heater niya, katong heater pag yun nga naa ang kalayo nga kalab ang kalayo nga gaana ang fire. So fire is compatible with fire kay unsaon na lang og for example, ipares nimo ang water ug ang fire. Maunsa may mahitabo. Like ako nga water, di ko nag-fire kay init kaayo. Ang fire, unsa may mahitabo og na water. So the water kills the fire. So same ra na sa relationship, the water will kill the fire. So it won't be a very very nice relationship kay it will kill the fire. And I'm challenging you to really try all of this and get to know all of the zodiacs. Okay, para may bawaan yun mo sa inyong self ba. I am challenging you to try this and observe and to date all of the 12 zodiacs from Aries to Pisces. So mo to siya fire sign niya. Nay mga tanan ako kay sa workplace, di ba? Kay kanang kuan man sa workplace. Mga tanan man ko nila niya. Nya di man na sila motuo kinaunahan kay imuhang compatible fire. Kay fire man ka. Anya, they don't believe me. Ngano man because of the communication, mas dali man ninyo ang communication. Ang inyong relationship pud ba kay kabalo man mo, like kaming mga water sign is we don't talk so much, dili mi ganahan ng tao nga sabaan kaayo. Mostly ganahan mi og kanang we're psychic man, di ba? The water signs are psychic. It's the little gestures that we do, our non-verbal cues. Makabasa na mi og sad ka or happy ka. Same po sa fire sign, sa air sign, ug sa earth sign. Makabalo mo og, ay, she's sad, she has a problem. Ay, ga-hurt pa maning tawhana. Makabalog yun ka, ana. So, I encourage you to try. So, there's a lot. One technique is to look at the celebrities. So look at like Sarah Geronimo, kinsa man yung partner. Marian Rivera, kinsa man yung partner. Kana, I challenge you. Ellen Adarna is an Aries, di ba? Nya, si Derek Ramsey is Sagittarius. And si Vice Ganda is also Aries. And then iyang partner karon is si Ion is also Sagittarius. So all of them are fire signs. So you have to investigate. You have to ask the birthday and the zodiac and investigate the celebrities. In the Philippines, labi na sa mga celebrities, daghan kaayong fire sign. Tanaw ni mo diha o kinsa ang happy o kinsa ang dili. So, yeah, makitaan gyud na ninyo dira. Try to investigate. And I have to be kay sayang ang panahon no kay mo tong mga tao kami nung kung adi mo compatible sa communication, sa chuchu. So kani karon I will talk about sex. So mo diretso na ko kay sa una kadiman mo to. So ako na silang ingnon nga kay sa sex. Oh, so kuan sila kanang my God, mutuon na sila if I'm talking about sex. Mingana na sila nga kanang maminaw if it's about sex ang storyaan. Balin ko dire. Yeah. So mo kuan na sila maminaw na sila if it's about sex ng storyaan. So ngano man di ay og sex like kami sa mga water ganahan mi kaayo og watery ang sex. We like to do the sex in water. My God, I'm whispering kay basi makadungog akong anak no na sila sa main floor. So sex. So fire pod, you want to be a fiery sex. You don't want to ang ako lang pong analogy mo lagi to kintay og fire ka. Nya ang ka-sex nimo is water. By the way, singles. Na ay mga relationship guide ana kay kami sa kong bana, we didn't have katong gauyab mi sa kong bana, single people. We didn't have sex. We were in a relationship for 2 years. We were friends for 1 year. Katong nagkaila mi. And then, nagkauyab mi for 2 years. So, 3 years na nakunailan akong bana. Sa first year, no sex. And then, we decided nga no sex pod sa among relationship. Good thing nga naglagyo mi. But, I won't advise you. Dapat duol mo niya. Sa inyong relationship, dapat you date each other for 2 years para makitaan yun mo og siya na ba, responsible ba siya. Kaya it's not just a sentimental gush. You have to marry someone nga na ay marriageability character sa iya ha. So, mo to siya ang sex. So, for example, si fire, makig-sex yag earth. So, earth, there's gonna be an earthquake o mag-fire sa earth. Can you imagine how bad that is? And can you imagine po fire sign mag-sex sa air sign? Fire and air, what will happen? There's combustion. Diba? Kay, ang element sa fire og mahanginan na siya mas mudako. And it's air. So there's combustion. So that's it po sa sexual, aside sa emotional, spiritual, physical, intellectual, ang sexual attributes is very important too. Now, mo lagi ito, diba, napalpak ba po ko sa una before na ko na-meet akong husband. Napalpak ko sa una when I was 23 years old. I gave my virginity to my 5-year boyfriend. He was my long-time boyfriend for 5 years. He's also an air sign. And then, nagbulag yun mi kay first year of our relationship. I knew nga magbuwag mi, but then kuan lang gyapon. Nagpadayon lang gyapon ko sa relationship, but I knew it wasn't him. Pero, lisod naman good kaayo, di ba nga, siya ang nakauna nako naamo na nga nga ay nakauna na magud siya nako mo nang kinsa tong nakauna nako mo na kong minyuan cancer sus Ginoo daghan kay cancer sign nga ingana ayaw gyud mo pag-ingana ayaw gyud kay ako wala gyud inangaji gyud ko nagpray ko sa Ginoo nga dili ko maingana so mao to siya no nya sa sex, it's also the sexual compatibility. And it's so important. Like, sa fire sign, you're very competitive. Wala ko nauyab yun nga fire sign. Kaya ang gusto ninyo, diri-diritso. Bago pagagakita, sex. Nga na, murag fire, jud kayo ba? Fire and fire, magud mo. So, fire. So, sa mga relationship experts, baya ha, sa mga single, it's not recommended nga mo give kag sex on the first date. So sa amo tudluan mo ni Brother Buwan na naman na sa talk sa feast nga you don't give sex to a boyfriend. You have to keep your relationship holy. So mo to sa akong bana, no sex gid me for 3 years. No sex. So nag-sex rami adtong after mi gikasal, which is that's in a different topic, but no sex while we were in a relationship. And then mo to sa fire sign ha, fire sign. Please, fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Kay lahi ra kaayo ng same mo og element. You narrow your circle. You can be friends with anybody in the zodiac, any element, as long as naapugay, your first circle would be those elements. So in science, in the feast, what they teach us is that we have to be with people who are of same background, same likes, good influence, people that support you, people that care for you during the bad times and the good times. Pilion gyud na nimo sila. But by the way, the things that I am telling you is the hack that I learned for 7 years. So mo to siya fire sign, fire. Kanang ilimit imong circle nga didto ra gyud ka mag-serve sa fire sign kay we will be talking pud ana on a different topic here on my podcast kay if kana mo na limit na ni mong circle to fire sign, there's also a question of unsa may mong gusto kanang gusto ka nga ikaw gukdon or ikaw magukod. Oo, di ba? So napo na siya yung mga ingana, guys. Napo na siya ingana ang zodiac. Sa akong part, ambot lang kay na ay itong naka-learn ko ani uyab naman binyo naman mi. But ako mas ganahan ko nga ako may gukdon kay kapoy kay tigugod-gukod og laki. 'Di ba? Ang laki likes to be challenged. Ang laki sa unang panahon, they catch the wild boar. They like to be challenged. They like to hunt for their wild boar. Now, how can they hunt for their wild boar if their wild boar is in front of them begging for them to love them, di ba? Ang laki dili na siya laganahan o gukdon ganahan na sila ang mugukod. Pero sa zodiac pod naapo na siya. So we will do that in a separate topic. Okay, so let's go for the air sign. Sa air sign sa taha. Maabot kita sa earth. Sa air sign pod. So si air sign, number 1 is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So this is easy, very, very, very easy peasy for me. I think after sa I mean, water is water, but I was exposed for 3 air sign when I was growing up as a child. Kaysa akong pamilya na ay tulo ka air sign. Ang tulo ka air sign si Gemini, si Libra, o si Aquarius. So, mo po na yung match. So, air sign is they are the communicators of the zodiac. They like to communicate, and yeah, they are the communicators of the zodiac, and they are the brainers of the zodiac as well. So they are very, very intellectual. They are a genius. They are a nerd. They are highly intellectual. So I think the air signs were that guy. When I was growing up from grade 1 to grade 6, I was valedictorian in my class because I had 3 air signs with me, and they helped me with my education. So pag high school o college, wala na kay nakuan naman ko na peer pressure naman ko, and I'm really not into kanang I don't like intellectual things. Not that it's very important, pero ang akong heart good is nasa spirituality. I want to talk about spirituality kay naman akong heart, but it should be interconnected to each other, ha? We need, in order for us to function according to nursing, we need to be connected from cephalocaudal or from head to foot, and each of the factors should be interconnected with each other. The physical, the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, and our intellectual needs, and including sexual, should be interconnected with each other. And we have to learn all of them. Now, if one element is missing, your life won't function so smooth. So we really have to be, para sa mga air sign nga, mabalaan ginato na tanan. Oh my God, it's so hangak di po ng podcast, no? This is my first time, good. So, mo to siya sa mga air sign. If you're listening this air sign, please help me. Please help me spread this message. If you're a single air sign, please help me spread this message and help all of the zodiacs, because I know you're the communicators of the zodiac, and I need you to communicate this message to people para happy tang tanan. Actually, no, ug kanang maminyo mo mga singles, you will be happy. Pero if you watch the videos that I told you, the foundation, your spouse, your husband, your wife can only supply 40% of what you need. 60% comes from yourself, and I think, yeah, 60%, i-divide na to na siya, it will come from yourself and especially to God. Kaya sa ako ang learning ron, I'm already 35 years old. Ang akong learn ron is si God ra gyud ang nakabalo sa tanan. So God is my strength, good. God is my power. If I draw everything to Him, I depend myself on Him. My strength is not my husband, guys. My husband, he's just a human being, diba? God is divine. God is the Holy Spirit. God is Lord Jesus Christ. I do not depend on my my daughter as well, because my husband and my daughter could disappoint me, but God would never leave us. God would never leave me. He will supply everything that we need according to His time. And we just need to follow Him. That's the key. God is the key lang dyan, guys. And I know kamong mga air sign, bright ra mo kaayo. Nagsalig mo kay bright mo kaayo. You're very, very intelligent and di na mo mangita God. But God has its own way of, telling you that you will need God and you need God. So air signs, sa gugma mga air signs, kisa may air signs sa kuan ha sa look at Corina Sanchez. Corina Sanchez is a Libra, di ba? Tony Gonzaga. O iyang bana, tanawan na ninyo, i-research na ninyo kay, if you search Tony Gonzaga, Paul Soriano, na sila sa Wikipedia. And then, ang ilang mga birthday, patay gito iba na nila. Ang ilang mga birthday is na po na sa Wikipedia. So, you will know. And yes, air sign, please help me spread this message sa mga single people. So air sign, mas mas compatible mo sa other air sign because you're very very intellectual, you're a genius. And Gemini is a nerd too. And you like talking about intellectual stuffs. Your brain is your highest asset, 'di ba? So mo to siya kanang gihawoy na kog guni sa cellphone, guys, kay ako laging kamera na akong kamera kanang namatay na lagi akong kamera. So mo to siya air sign ha, gikapoy na ko kay 10 PM na. Air sign is compatible to air sign, especially kay di ba katong ex-boyfriend ako, we were 5 years and we were dating for 5 years and he's an air sign. So kabalog ko ana sa tanang zodiac, ang air sign is kabisado kay nako ang style sa air sign because I grew up with them. Mo to siya. And then sa sex pod, you're very very compatible sa sex because you like lifting weights, di ba? You like sex nga very airy. Like sa balay na mo, daghan kay mig electric pan. Because the air sign, they like the air, di ba? But you also have to be careful, air sign ha, kay you have to be humble. Dili na nga, bright kayo mo, di na mo mag-humble. The air sign, they have airy energy. So naanad naman ko ng airy energy kaya mo man ako nadakan kita for example, so easy, it's super easy kanang they have a airy energy, di ba? Ay hangin na kaayo, ay hanginan nimo oy ingan na magbantay pug ka sa imong kuan. So dapat airy energy man mo. So gusto mo mga hangin, ang istorya ninyo dapat hangin kay makasabot kay like me, I am not hangin. Sometimes I hate being hangin. Di ba nga na ay hanginan nimo di ba? So na mga tao nga mo na usay kay makontrahan mo kay very very hangin dyan na siya kay manorya ba? Nga na ba? So you also have to be careful of what you're saying kay kita si earth sign ana makapaminaw. Earth sign are humble people, they're very very down to earth. Dili na sila ganahan og hangin. So you have to be careful. So that's why you're compatible with air signs ra pod. So kinsa to si air sign? Si Gemini, si Aquarius ug si Libra. Kay mga pareha mo ganahan, you like to go to the gym, you like to lift weights, your brain is your greatest asset. You like to learn about complex things that deals with your mental state. Your mind is your greatest asset. So para di ka ma-bored, okay, like ako ang imong ipares niya air sign ka, ma-bored ka nako because I want to talk about emotional things because the water signs are emotional. We're not intellectual. Although we are, it's not that we're not intellectual, but we like to talk about the emotional things rather than the intellectual things. So sa air sign ganahan man mo intellect. So mas parison mo, and of course sa sex pod kay kita water ug air mauga mi kay air gusto niyo hangin. So sa sex ang water sign is mauga. Then ang sa air sign pod tubigan sad mo, magka-tidal waves sad mo, magbasa sad mo, so you don't want water. Di mo gali mo ganahan mo inom og water. Imbis ang water is our bodies. You're very very intellectual, but our bodies are composed of 75% water. The brain is also composed of 75% fluid. Our bodies are composed of 75% water. So yeah, but each element is very very important. Now air sign is the air we breathe. We cannot live without air. Patay na taana. We don't have oxygen sa lawas. You also need water because as I've said earlier, 75% of our body is composed of water. And fire, we also need fire because like kare sa basement o tugnaw, we need heater. We need to cook our food. We need the fire to cook our food. We need a fire to kill bacteria and germs and to autoclave the equipment. So we really need each other. And sa Earth pod, it's the planet that we live in. So Earth is very, very important. It's Mother Nature. It's Earth. It's the soil that we live in. We do not live in Mars. So Mars is a planet that's very, very hot. But we're on Earth. So each element is interconnected to each other and we need each other. It's just that in relationship, in love, in marriage, you have to select the right team and you have to surround yourselves with people who are alike. So mo ato siya sa air sign. Now let's go to the earth sign na pud ta. So si earth sign, tulo po nakabuok si earth sign. So si earth sign is gipangunahan na siya ni Taurus. Taurus is the bull. Virgo, the virgin. Mo na lang gingon, but it doesn't mean a virgin. It's like, ang meaning ko no sa virgin is limitless. And then si Capricorn, which is the goat. Mo to siya. Actually guys, gihangak ko. Nga ni din ko ano kanang podcast kay I've been talking for almost an hour na. And yeah. sorry earth sign. I need some oxygen, I need some air. I need air sign. Charot. And I need some water as well. Oh my god, I forgot to bring some water. Sumupo na siya, guys. Sa earth sign pod, compatible pod ang earth ha. Kamusang mga earth kay very very earthy man mo. Earth sign again, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So compatible mo kay earth sign man mo. Magasinabot mo sa topics. You like fashion, you like makeup, anything nga makalibutanong butang. Charot. Pero magbantay po mo ana ha kay very 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 earthy kaayo nga mga butang, but we you also need spirituality, intellectual needs, physical, basta each need is interconnected to each other. To na ang fire o ning on na ang fire ang heater. I don't know if you can hear that. So mo to siya earth signs. The earth signs though is that they rule the earth. If you look at the public figure, the leaders, kinsa man for example, there is Canada. Ang prime minister nato there is Canada is Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau is a Capricorn. The queen who just recently passed away last year, Queen Elizabeth, is a Taurus. And she was very very good in handling London or the United Kingdom for the most number of years, di ba? Very very stable. Ang mayong characteristic ni Taurus is very very stable. The bull, they are the bull, very very hard worker ni mga earth. They rule the earth. Look at Ferdinand Marcos and Bongbong Marcos, which is the president of the Philippines right now. Look, he's a Virgo. Bongbong Marcos and Ferdinand Marcos are Virgos, like my daughter. So mo na siya ha. And so mo to see, the bull is the symbol of the stock market. Now when you look at Warren Buffett is the richest man in the stock market, and Warren Buffett is a Virgo as well. And bago lang nako na discover nga usa sa mga business partners ni Warren Buffett, which is the owner Buffett. So sorry sa akong pronunciation, guys ha. I'm not perfect in English. So si Warren Buffett ang iyang partner sa stock market is a Capricorn. Nakalimot ko sa nga niya, but bagura siya nag-birthday. Yeah, so his partner is also a Capricorn. So the earth signs, they really work better with earth signs, and also they're very grounded. So when it comes to sex, I don't know, you do it on the ground? Is that right? I don't know, because makakita kag balay sa mga earth signs, guys. Very very grounded. Like nakoy kauban sa una nga sa workplace nga kuan siya ka ng earth sign. Well, ga report mi ka magtindog raman may sa una mag-report. Siya nagyaka siya sa floor ko nga huy hugaw sa at the back of my mind. The floor is very hugaw. And sa akong na-observe po sa mga earth sign, they're very, very grounded. Literally grounded nga. Maglingkod sila sa floor. And kani akong anak, kuan ni siya ka ng earth pod. She likes playing the Play-Doh. Right now, kay winter man, di man may manggawas. But during summertime, she likes to shovel. And she likes to shovel the earth. Ang soil. And then, they also have, they like plants pod. Ganahan sila magtanom. Kaya of course, earth. They like to plant trees. They like to travel po. They like to travel the world, be it in the airplane or kanang joyriding in the car. They like that. So kinsa ang mga earth sign, oh my god, kinsa man mga earth sign ha? Siguro ano na lang, si Kay Abad. Kay Abad is Taurus. So si Kay Abad is Taurus niya. Si Paul Jake, i-research ninyo na be. si Paul Jake yang bana, pareha sila nga earth sign. And uy, si Sharon Cuneta, guys. 'Di ba Sharon Cuneta, kasi may partner niya si Gabi sa mga movies. Kay kuan sila, partner sila sa movies, but karon ang partner ni Sharon Cuneta is si Kiko Pangilinan, 'di ba? So i-research po na ninyo. Basta kasi si Sharon Cuneta is Karen Cuneta is Capricorn. Of course, guys, dili ra mo mag-rely nga kuan, dili ra mo mag-rely nga same element mo, earth mo. Kuan good pod mag-set mo standards, 'di ba? Ingon si Brother Alvin nga a relationship is a planned life. Inyo ha gunang iplano, magplano gali mo sa inyong outfit, sa inyong makeup, sa inyong travel. You plan your day carefully. The earth sign is the masters of planning. And they have a goal. Capricorn has a goal. If you don't have a goal, Capricorn walay dili mo duol ni mas Capricorn og walay goal. And si Virgo, very very analytical. They know how to plan. They're good with money. Si Taurus pod og mga tanak kag practical advice. You go to Taurus kuno kay practical kuno kay sila mo advice. Nga na asa pa to ikapoy na jud ko, guys. O to siya. So compatible mo kinsa pay laing na sa showbiz. Basta i-research na ninyo tanan, guys. My God. I know someone close to me pod nga pareha sila og element. So mo to ha, ang kanang earth sign is si Virgo, si Taurus, ug si Capricorn. Pagkuan gud mo na pag research gud mo mga single people ha. And of course, it needs to be planned. Dili pwede nga kita ikaw kaka-graduate og high school niya. Mangita lang dayon kag earth sign. Dili po pwede oy, dapat maningkamot po ka sa imong kaugalingon nga. Of course, di po kapatulan ni earth sign og high school ra kataman or wa ka nakahumag college kay kana si mga earth sign ambisyosa kay na sila. Charot. Kanang ganahan sila og pahiluna. They are very, very organized and they want it clean, organized. Kaayo ako, sus Ginoo ko og ako mapangasawa ni Earth sign. Katong ex din ako sa una guys, Earth nga wala mi nagkadayon kay basta we will tackle pud nga kanang mga attraction based on zodiac ha, kay daghan kay na siya nga abi ni mo na-attract kaniya physically or mentally pero dili day kamo. So these are the hacks that I learned for 7 years. Nga na, pangasawa ko ni Earth sign, nagdayon pa meto kong Earth, my God. I'm so kanagubot. I don't wanna clean. Although, si ko clean, but not as clean as the Earth sign. Like si Virgo is the clean freak. Nga, grabe sila mag-makeup. Ako, ga-makeup ko karon pero maayo gyud na sila ang mga butanga, maayo sila sa kwarta, maayo sila sa business, maayo sila magplano. So ikaw, for ang attraction man god is like a physical attraction would only last you for a few years. But ug moingon ka og kanang marriageability, it's your companionship, the person that you would be for the rest of your life, your best friend, your enemy, your lover, all rolled into one. Dili lang na kay dato. Of course, if dato ka, mag-set kag standards, magplan ka, gusto po kag much money, very very ambitious man na sila, di ba? Magplan po ka og dapat ang imong mabana ingana nga dato mayo batasan, nakaskwela, mayo background mo po na imong pangitaon nga dato kay di ba if mostly sa mga rich manggod sa mga Chinese people, di ba, there's also kuan daw nganong mo work ang arranged marriage like sa mga Chinese, di ba? Why not? I'm just giving you an idea ba? Kaya magpa-genius ba ito? Charot. Kanang, I'm just giving you an idea. If Chinese ka, o kay known man ang Chinese sa kanang arranged marriage, o mga Indian, kaya na ako yung mga kauban. Daghan man kayo ng Indian diri sa Canada na Punjabi. And I've heard about arranged marriage. So why not arrange ang marriage? Ni mga tana kag birthday, mga tana kag zodiac, compatible ba mo? Ila-ilahon ni mo ang tao. By the way guys, niingon sa feast nga, the physical attributes of a person is not kuon, dili na siya importante. Pwede good po na siya mangita ka gwapo or gwapa. It's up to you. Pero bonus na ng gwapo or gwapa. Kay lisod mo kain na siya pangitaon. Good. Nya mo to siya kanang how to find na basta kay mo na to sa mga earth inyong partner kay parehaman mo. So if you're gusto kag dato, gusto kag ingani mag-set kag standards, pero dapat ka na nga person earth pod siya nga daghan mo kayong earth nga kwartahan nga bright nga gwapo. Oh, daghan kay na siya mangita lang ka. So mo na to siya ang earth sign Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Nya tuluy pud mi ninyo ha, mga water kay kuan man. Sa una, I do not know the earth sign, they take care of their bodies very well. Kay very very physical man sila mo take care silang body. Magwash sila silang face, maligo. Not nga, doesn't mean nga di ko maligo ha. Maligo ko but di ko magwash akong face every night. Kapuyan ko but ako water sign, mas importante na ko akong soul. So I clean my soul, I cleanse my soul every single day, every single night, every single morning, every single day. mo po na mo soul ang among gi-cleanse is among soul. So we need to teach each other. Kaya daghan sad kog mga na-learn from the earth sign because you're very very physical. You know how to take care of your body very well because our bodies are a temple of the Holy Spirit, and we must we must treat it as such. We do not own our bodies, we do not own our families. They are just borrowed from God, so we glorify God through our bodies. So amo dito siya nga nang realize na ko siya ana kay teaching man siya sa feast. So mo to siya gina-take care kinako akong body. I exercise. This year my goal is to eat healthy and exercise good nga serious na. So mo to siya dito na nag-end ka tong zodiac compatibilities. Now how do you find those people? If you're a single people, you need to expand your circle. So there are limited men from the distance between your television and your refrigerator. Pila ra man kalaki ang mulabay ana? Wala. So you need to go out. If you like mountain climbing, you join mountain climbing club. If you like singing, you join the singing club. If you like dancing, you join the dancing club. You volunteer. Like me, I met my husband at the feast. So the water signs, we like to volunteer in church. You might as well serve in a volunteer group, in church, like expand your horizon. You might be in school right now, in college, and you are in business or in accountancy or in nursing. So, saan na ka nga grupo mangita, di ba? And you ask for the birthday and the zodiac. Once makita na nimo siya, mag-date mo. So it is recommended to date ko, no? So for example, if you're a woman kay woman og laki, hopefully mutanaw sad ang laki ani. My gosh, kay importante kay ini. So sa if you're single ko, no, if you're looking for a potential mate, you date for example, bayi ka, you date 4 people, 4 men in one day daw. Yan ako giingnan na malusyang mataan na. Uy, ingan na nakaingon mo ka nga malusyang ta. Kanang mao to siya. So how do you find these people? How do you find these people? Expand your horizon. Expand the places that you go to. If you go to the movie, if you go to the restaurant, if you go to clubs, if you go to casinos, wherever you go, if you go to resorts, if you go to the beach, yeah, expand your circle, get to know people. Do not be shy because naana siya sa foundations. Guys, they are very very allergic to rejection pod. They are kind of allergic sila ma-reject, mahadlok. They are scared to be rejected by people too. So yeah, you have to be confident, work on yourself, build yourself, read books, attend classes, educate yourself. Yeah, you have to be a better version of yourself. And so in order for you to do that, what I did was I found mentors sa una katong nako sa Philippines. I would see them because they will come to Cebu or sometimes in our place in Bohol, and mostly na mga conference sa Manila sa PICC. So I was able to attend a conference ka Brother Bo Sanchez nga conference in Manila, and I was able to attend the feast there. I used to serve in the feast in Cebu in Park Place, and I used to serve in at the feast in Tagbilaran City. Wala na ko kabaluga sa ang location, but sa una dito siya sa Meridian Hotel where I met my husband. So please expand your horizon, get to know people, date at least 4 guys every day. Nga na siya nga, oh my God, nagkadaghan na malusyang manta. Malusyang, mag-unsa man mo, you're not gonna have sex. You're just gonna be talking to, 4 guys. That's a smart goal, diba? You need to be talking to 4 guys in a day. For example, ug naka sa school, how many guys are you able to talk? I doubt if di ko mo to og di ka istorya og 5 kalaki. sa school pa lang daan daghan kayong laki. So just be confident, don't be shy. You're just gonna ask them about their birthday. Unsa birthday nimo di ay para don't waste your time kanang mag I will be kanang I will also be talking about this topic atong mga fake attractions ha kay namay makitaan lagi nato to nga attractive ka physically pero dili dito para kamo. Basta for now, you need to be in the same circle with kay maggasayang-sayang ra man kag oras, but of course before di pa kamutuon ako di ba, so kanisa lang, so you date four guys, mag-istorya ra mo walay sex because sa katong mga mentors po nako online nga relationship and enthusiast and mentors kuan sila naidaghan silang topic if you do sex in your first date. Mostly, I mean, wala ko na nadunggan sa video nga ningon og yes, you never give sex to the guy. So I pity those people nga they're using sex as a weapon, especially in my own relationship kay ako ara mag yung relationship no ako mas na yeah, so i-share man ako akong relationship ako mag-i-share na ko ang sex life sa ubang tao. So I pity those people nga they're using sex as a weapon because me and my husband we didn't have sex for 3 years. Can you imagine that? Who does that? Brother Bo Sanchez and his wife, wala po sila. There was no sex involved in the courting relationship. They only had sex after marriage. So you will be talking to 4 guys a day. You ask them about their birthdays. Of course, kanang mangutana sad ka kumusta imong day, how did it went, what are your likes and dislikes, when is your birthday, what is your zodiac, and then you observe ug makasinabot ba mo sa the next day na pud niya ilista na nimong ang mga qualities. At the end of the day lista nimo si Paul, si Toto, si Peter, ana pang lista na nimo iyang mga qualities dira. Kani siya ingani sa zodiac ani, kani ngani siya buutan siya, kani bright kay siya, kani kay dato sila. Ingana niya the next day Tuesday, Monday man to. Tuesday date na po kag 4 guys, ilista na po na nimo siya sa imong notebook unsay mga qualities nga imong giganahan, unsay ilang birthday. Sa Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday ra ka kutob kay on a Sunday ning rest ang Ginoo. So mo na siya time nga ang Sunday is a holy, keep holy the Sabbath day. So Sunday nato sa church kay manimbata. Kay mura nagipangayo sa Ginoo 1 hour in a span of 7 days. Mura nagipangayo sa Ginoo. So kanang we need to go to church on a Sunday because we remember to keep holy the Sabbath day, and that's very very important. It's a commitment. Kay without God in the center of our relationship, wala ta. Kung wala Ginoo, wala ta. Mo nang tagaan-tag sakit, tagaan-tag problema, tagaan-tag mga challenges in life because God is a very, very, very jealous God, and He has His own way of reminding us that we need to call Him and ask for help. So mo na siya mag-date kag four guys a day. List the names of the guy, their qualifications. Itandi na siya nimo. You will compare that to your negotiable and non-negotiable kanang qualities. Of course, kay nipalit man mo atong book ni Bo Sanchez nga How to Find Your One True Love. And asa ra gali na ang ako adiri na ako sa taas. I will take a picture of it para mabutang na ko sa sample. Yes, and then you also have to observe the zodiacs kay the elements, if it's either air, fire, water, and earth. Kinsa tong mga laki nga kanang maka-resonate ka. You use your brain. Kana siya sa kanang dating stage nimo from Monday to Saturday. You use your brain. Kinsa ang laki nga karapat-dapat. Kinsa ang laki nga maigo sa akong sa akong mga qualities nga gibutang. And then, for example, na siya sa tanang mga qualities nga kung ganahan, but kuan man siya, uy, mag-drugs man siya, uy, niya, magkuan man siya, sigarilyo man siya. So, he's not the right fit, diba? Of course, we don't use our emotions alone. We also have to use our brains in choosing the right one, diba? So, mo to siya. But, a hack that I learned for the past 7 years is, manaro gini mo imong search kato ikuan sa to ha, i-observe sa to, but I observe this as a relationship hack. Mas madali gid ninyong search og ipaduol ninyo inyong self sa mga same element, kay in the long run manggod, like ako karon, I have been married for 5 years na. And katong 5 years po akong relationship sa air sign. Sa katupong earth sign nako, dugay sa mi kay dito, high school sweetheart pa to nako, uy. Pero, ang nisa-resonate jud nako kay ang mga water sign jud katong mga naputol nako nga mga relationship sa high school, katong mga puppy love, niya sa college food, katong mga water sign gid sila, pati ang mga potential best friend unta nako nga nangawala. Nya mag-talk po ta na sa sunod nga sa succeeding podcast nako nga if you're with the right element, how to keep your relationship alive and how to keep it stronger. Magbuhat po ta og podcast na nakatudluan mo nako ha. And then mo to siya, manaro inyong search if you just focus on your element, like sa aqua, sa water sign. Mo focus lang mo mga water sa water sign, you would know, kay katulagi sa kinaunan akong bana niingon, wala gyud ko na siya plano nga seryosoon ko. Ang iyaha lang ko anang ko no to uyab mo ra yang gusto, pero wala gyud siya plano. But I was very very frank to him nga gusto na ko magminyo, unsa imong plano? We were dating for 2 years na, unsa may imong plano? Gusto na ko magminyo. Kirig-kirig siya kay nga ko niya, unsa man nagbinuang ra ni. Unsa man gusto magminyo na ta. Pag ingon ako adto na nang hinadayon siya sa iyang mama, siya ingon siya nga okay ako ingon akong mama niya. Nisugot man sa dayon niyang mama, so mo to siya. Communication is a key pud sa relationship. If you're water sign ka, fire sign, earth, or air, it applies to all of the elements. Medyo dugay-dugay gid mo magka-close. But you find something common sa inyo ha, and you need to discuss it. Kaysa among common is nag-serve mi sa the feast, kanang mag-practice mi sa music ministry once a week, and then magkita mi the next day, kay the next day is the feast gathering, dito mi mag-serve, and mukanta sila, and I'm the clicker, kay connected naman ang clicker, ug ang ako may tig-click sa ilang mga kanta, so wala sila walay kantahon ang audience, so walay clicker, diba? And I also read the scriptures, the sa mass, so magkita yun mi guys, so mas dali man kay Ginoo man ang among center, pareha man mi nga we are very very fearful sa Ginoo. So you find something a common nga big deal, dili nga common nga ay pareha mig kuan, ganahan mig BTS, ganahan kay ko ni Jungkook. Si Jungkook pareha man gud mi sa akong uyab, kay ganahan man mig BTS, ganahan man ni Jungkook ug ni V ug ni J-Hope ug ni Suga. Ay ganahan ko ni Suga kay gwapo si Suga. Dili nga na nga kana dili nga na nga criteria ha, dili nga na basta there will be a common factor, there will be a common denominator nga makaingon ka nga laon mao na gini siya. Nya kami po sa kong bana for the past 2 years nga nag-boyfriend and girlfriend mi, hinanhin ako diri sa Canada, nya katong sukad nga nauyab mi, there was never ever a time nga nga wala mi nag-communicate. Mo-text gyud na siya nako or motawag siya nako nya katong nana ko diri sa Canada, we always FaceTime or video call every single day. Mao gyud na date na mo magdadali ko kay eskwela pa man ko nya trabaho pa jud ko. Nya kana sa gabi kay mo man ay date night na mo nga magistorya mi kay different time zones baya so gabi diri morning sa Pilipinas, so every single day gyud na guys nga wala gyud siya na ning kuan nag-skip og day para i-contact ko to communicate to me or send a message. Never. Can you imagine? Never ever ever sa 2 years na mo nga naglagyo mi. Yeah, almost 2 years nga naglagyo mi. Never good na siya nga mag-istorya gyud mi kada gabi. Ug i-compare nako ni sa akong duha ka serious relationship. Kato akong earth sign, naay mga times nga dili siya mo text nako guys, or di siya mo tawag niya. Masuko nako kaayo kay college ko adto niya. Usahay, ay sorry wa ko ka na dihay time nga wala ko niya gigreet sa akong birthday guys, and it was a big deal to me mo to nga nakigbulag yun ko kay ko niya gigreet sa akong birthday. Kinsa man intay ay gigreet ko sa akong birthday pero wa ko niya gigreet nga tagbo, gusto ko greeton ko tagbuon kog alas 12, and there was a lack of communication ba nga maistoryahan ra man to dapat unya basta lahi ra niya kadto pod akong air sign. Ang air sign walay problema sa communication, but there were kanang dili mi compatible sa the way we communicate to each other. Kay I don't like his topics, and I feel that he doesn't like my topics too. Kay pero kay kani magud akong banaw na ko ingon niya maminaw ra gyud na siya. Di siya mo judge nako ba, di siya moingon nga ay di ko ganahan ana. Magkasinabot yun may istoryaan, ganahan may astrology, ganahan may Bible, ganahan may relationship. So ingan na ma-feel gyud na ninyo, makuha gyud na ninyo. And if you're not yet ready to commit as boyfriend and girlfriend, your relationship, single ka, you make your relationship as an open relationship. Mo communicate ka sa imong uyab nga or potential dili pa siguro uyab, nasa dating stage pa lang. Ino ni mga I have been dating guys and I'm in the process of getting to know them. I'm not sure. I'm not into serious relationship pa. So pwedeng maghulat pa ka because I'm still trying to figure out and narrow my search. I'm still in the dating relationship. Maybe not open relationship kay lahi man day sad ng open relationship. Oh my gosh. So, dili open relationship. Dating relationship lang wherein you collect, select, and reject. Diba? It's so much fun. And then, i-compile ni mo itong mga tao nga ganahan ni mo. And my relationship hack lagi is to be of the same element. And mo to siya i-date ni mo ang same element, inarrow ni mo ang search hantod sa kuan kanang you will kinsa mo ganahan, mamili ka o kinsa gid mo ganahan sa imong mga potential boyfriend or girlfriend. Now ngun sa kong bana ang katong nag-meet me, yan na siya nga ang attraction ko no, makabalo ko nung kana in 1 to 3 seconds o para kamo daw. So na-recall na ko karon na nung tanong ko niya siya nga na day siya niya, pero ingon man siya nga na man siya nga ay ingon day ko ato lami hapakon. So mo to siya, and then so once you are able to find your boyfriend and your girlfriend nga serious relationship na mo, it needs to be in short distance. So if you're living in Bohol, dapat imong uyab nara po sa Bohol. Bohol is such a huge place. So imong uyab magkita gyud mo dapat say every day lang good, maski 30 minutes every day or 1 hour every day or every week, og dili gyud siya possible. and you have to be near lami mas nindot og taga-Tagbilaran na gyud siya kay mag-effort man gyud na siya. Kami sa akong ban na katong uyab pa mi, we're both living in Tagbilaran City. So duol ra. So almost every single day mag-date me niya. Mga 2 to 3 hours, we would see each other. Sometimes magdungan mig lunch or magdungan mig dinner. We were seeing each other every single day man kay I was about to leave for Canada man ato nga mga time so kanang gi-follow na ko ang feast. Pero ang wala na mo na follow is that you need to date your boyfriend or girlfriend for 2 years. Can you imagine 2 years? I-observe pa na nimo ug unsa iyang relationship sa iyang parents, sa iyang mama ug papa, unsa iyang relationship sa iyang mga igsuon, sa iyang mga brothers and sisters, how he relates to you, kay ug unsa how he relates to his mother will be the same manner that he will relates to you. If abusive siya nimo, abusive siya sa ilaha, abusive po na siya nimo. So, magbantay gyud ka unsay mga qualities and you need to communicate each other. So, you need to date for 2 years nga you would often see each other. Kay sa panahon karon ang long distance relationship nga nag-ila ra sa app, mga app, what's a famous one? I cannot remember now because it's almost 11 p.m. But dating sites na lang. As a whole na lang nato ni. Nagkita sila sa dating sites. And then they were in a long distance relationship. After 6 months nagpakasal. So it's really different. You really have to observe your potential spouse. In my case, I was living in with my ex-boyfriend for 5 years. So nag-live in mi sa Cebu for 5 years and sa kay nagtipo mamigbalay, I was really able to see how he is o magkasinabot ba mi or dili. So after 5 years, I told myself nga I don't think this relationship is going to last. So kuan good pod, peaceful good pod ang exit. But it was so hard. It was very, very hard. It was the hardest decision that I ever made to myself when I was single. So, but nakaya raman siya kay nangay ko guidance ato sa Ginoo kay nag-serve naman ko sa feast Cebu Park Lane. And gigaydan gid ko sa Ginoo. And then so after na-observe nimo siya for 2 years, napay laing hack para you will find out nga para mas madali ang inyong relationship, especially if you're single. It will be very, very hard kay most of the families today are broken. That's the reason why I am creating this podcast, and it's very, very sad. That's why I want to help people to find their true love and to help people with their relationship problems, because the world is very chaotic already, and the hardest thing that you will ever have to go through in life is not to be rich. They said at the feast that being rich is easy, but the most difficult thing that you could ever do in your entire life is to find that someone who will be with you, who will support you, who will be your husband, who will be your wife. Yeah, so that's the most difficult thing in life that we need to do. So mo na nga nagsugod yun ko ana, and true it is. If mo trabaho lang ka, we were able to come to Canada as a married couple, diba? We were able to come here, and life here is not that easy as well. But we're here for each other, although it's not a perfect relationship. We're going through a lot of challenges daily, especially that we have a kid. So mo to siya, wala na naman nabuhat nga nakita mi nag-uban migduol for 2 years. So I'm really advising the singles to take it easy, to take it slowly. You need to date each other for 2 years. So saan nga 2 years makigdate po kaglain kapag ipahibaw po na nimo sa imong uyab nga I'm also seeing someone, I'm also entertaining someone nga because I really don't want to be palpak in this relationship. It could be you, it might be you, but I have standards and I pride myself as gold. And yeah, I like karon I keep on challenging my husband even up to now nga 5 years of relationship nami nga he needs to be the person that I am looking to nga madayon gyud ako siya until old age because my standards are very high and you know what I want and you know what I don't like. So you have to live to those standards kay so mo to siya I keep on challenging him. Our relationship is not perfect though I can say that we are happy because our foundation is very very strong. If you've listened to this podcast long enough, you know how strong our relationship, diba? We've been married for 5 years, we have a kid, and we didn't have sex. We were friends for a year, and then we were in a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship for 2 years with no sex. We kissed though when we were in the Philippines, but we didn't have sex. The sex happened after marriage, and sex was enjoyable karon na nga after 5 years na because it was so hard to because we were working on our permanent residency and yeah although it's not perfect yet it will never be perfect. So challenges and problems you will understand nga mas nice og same element mo because even if you're going through some challenges in life you don't go to the dumps. You let yourself get better, you get healed, you don't go down, you go up if you're with the right person. And you start to know God, and you get to know God because the person that is with you lets you understand how difficult life is, how challenging life is. So nga na mas tindot gyud og the same mo nga element. And then sumo na to no mag-date mo 2 years, kilalanon gyud na nimo siya nga tao. Kay kami manggod 2 years naglagyo mi. And then pag abot niya diri nabuntis ko dayon so he came here in 2019. 2019 of August. Then pag December kay nabuntis ko. So August, September, October, November, December, and I was in school and we were both working. And then after that, so dapat di ay ang sequencing mo na nga I am giving this to single people, to the youth, sa mga batanon because so after sa mag-date mo og 2 years, magminyo mo inig after marriage kuan i-enjoy sa ninyo ang married life pa di ay mga wala ginana mo nabuhat kay 30 years old nako adto katong nagminyo me. And then as a nurse I was able to learn in nursing school nga at 30 years old women, we are prone to having cervical cancer if at age 30 wala pa tayo baby. So that's why we were in a rush. Pagkatong abot niya diri, oh my God, I'm 30 years old and I don't want to get cervical cancer. Also, the chances of conception when you get older gets lesser and lesser po, diba? So that's why we were in a hurry. So when he came here, nabuntis ko. So we didn't have that much time and privilege. So I am encouraging those single people nga after marriage, you have to enjoy yourself as husband and wives. So that's approximately 1 year. You enjoy yourself, you take a vacation, you caress each other, you get to know each other. There is a booklet from the feast to guide you in your marriage. And yeah, you have to communicate. And then after 1 year, anak na mo magsugod og anak. Kay marriage life is so different with kids. We seldom get time for ourselves na. And karon ang galing nga 3 years old na kong anak ko time mag-create og podcast. Kay dako naman siya. So, yeah. Kay ang married life is so different if wala ninyo na exhaust inyong self nga naka-enjoy mo during your youth years. Kana itudlo na sa practical things na nga itudlo sa feast. That's why I'm encouraging you to visit a feast near you, or if you do not have time, then there are plenty of feasts all over the world, especially in the Philippines, and they are recording the segments now. So ako, kay ang feast wala man diri sa among lugar, I just watch it online. Especially I think it's Kirigma TV. So, or Feast TV. You just search the word feast. Feast like a banquet. Feast, Feast. So ana. So I hope this will help you. And ang sa patuha na pa ko ingon dapat nga importante. And if married na pud mo, it doesn't end there. There will be times, there will be hard times. Pero sa hard times, in my experience, you won't give up. Like karon nasuko ko karon, pagkaugma nawa na tanan akong suko, or the next 2 days wala na tanan akong suko. So you would know if you're with the right one. If muglow ka, you have a certain glow, and yeah, you're happy even in the midst of tribulations. So mo na siya. So for now, this would be my podcast. I've learned so much. I've learned really so much from this. And next time nga magama kog podcast, I will be listing down the topics na, so that dili ko makalimot. Kay there was another idea that popped into my mind pero nakalimot na ko. But this podcast is too long na pod, and it's getting late. So I hope you benefit from all of this, and please share this to single people to be able to help you with your relationship needs. And I hope you find your purpose in life too. And yeah, you take care, and I hope you find your one true love. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. And this is Elaine again. And if you have any comments or topics that you would want me to discuss, please don't hesitate to comment it, or give me a message. Hit me a message on my socials. And thank you so much, and I wish you the best. See you in the next podcast. Bye. Dong, mana ko dong. Usa na may pisliton ani.